Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome once again to the eastern wing of the Stinkbug Works. Dr. Jet is busy working away on the Mozilla 400, and in the back burner is the wet pedal. Now, let's talk about this for a moment. I have everything ready for a motor. I have finally put the servo in. I've mounted the receiver. I have everything in here. We got it all ready to go. I've got the hardware mounted. I will put some different screws. Actually, these screws I used to mount this thing with are guitar pickup mounting screws. They're for a Telecaster. And quite frankly, I want those on my Telecaster. So I'm going to put some hex head bolts. Part of the problem was they had to be long enough to go through this block and get into the G10 nut plate I made in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, so this is ready for a motor mount, and now the conundrum. Originally, I thought I was going to run this on an 1105, what was it, 1.5Y new motor. Something in the neighborhood of like 4,500 RPM per volt. Maybe it was a 2Y, I'm not sure. Anyhow, that motor's on the same order of magnitude of size as this motor. We've talked about this before, that this is the 1105's grandparents. It's a 1005. Anyway, I thought about putting this motor in here, and it's just going to be awfully heavy. I'm thinking, so this being a bigger boat, this might just wind up with this. I was planning on putting just a generic outrunner in there, but I think I may go to this motor. It's kind of an unusual hull, so let's put an unusual motor in it. And this was made back in the days before water cooling jackets were available, and I just spun down a piece of aluminum and put some pipes in it and glued it on with JB Weld. So I think that's going to be the motor for that. I'm going to run a direct drive, and I'll hang a single rudder way off the back here. I may have to do a standoff to get it to work. But that's later thinking. Back to this project. So my most recent thinking was to put this Hacker B20 in there. Now this thing has a KV of around 4,800. It might be 46 and change or something like that. But anyway, the KV is up there, and it's a small motor. It's light, and so that's a benefit. But I'm just wondering if this will have the guts to push a decent-sized propeller. Or maybe I need to think about something with a little bit lower KV that I can run on 3S. I was planning to run this on 2S, but maybe I can make a 3S setup for this and use something with a lower KV. So I got to thinking and looking around, and TP motors are really nice. They're a little pricey and such, but a TP 2040 of KV closer to 4,000, 3,700, somewhere around there, might be a little bit better, and then I can run on 3S and still spin a decent sized prop. Another thought that came to mind was one of Steve's 7 series motor, the 707. That's a little bit smaller in diameter than these. These are 20.5 millimeters. The new motor is 19.5 millimeters. And it has fins on it, real small fins, but it has fins on it. So that presents a problem in that a water cooling jacket will not fit on it. Now, I could make a water cooling jacket, but then I'd wind up having to turn the damn fins off the motor, and it would just be a pain in the butt. But there's an option. And these 20 millimeter jackets just won't work on one of Steve's motors. So I'm left with your generic B20 motors, the 20 series. So Thunder Power came up. This came up. So I thought I'd throw it out there to you guys. What do you guys think I should put in here? I can go out and buy a TP motor. I can throw this B20 in here. I can put any one of a number of combinations in here because I haven't glued anything in yet. So I'm still open to some ideas. The TP motor, I don't know. That might be a good call. What do you guys think? Anyway, until I hear some answers, jet out.